Good morning, you wonderful guys and girls. Motorbike, yeah boy, loving life. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Motorbikes, oh, and sunshine, motorbikes and sunshine, right? Come on, recipe for happiness. So today is quite not an unusual day. I don't know why I was going to say unusual, but it's I've got something on today. It's Saturday. The biker group I meet up with on the Tuesday, Arnold Bikers, they're getting a little get together of 6 of us. 6 of us, and we're having a ride down to a place called, I don't know, it's a cafe anyway. Do your shoulder checks, 2 into 1, 2 lanes going into 1. Yeah, and we're going to meet up at the place we have at meet, so I'm nipping to the Major Oak in Arnold. And we're going to go for a ride from there to the cafe for a cup of tea and a catch up. And I thought, you know what, this is exactly why I started YouTube, because I wanted to bring you guys with me on these things. And I'm always up to something basically, and I wanted to share everything with you. So yeah, you guys are coming with me today. Yeah, honk. It's something to do with honk if you want to protect the animals and stop them being experimented on. If a honk's all it takes to make them happy, I'll give them a honk, eh? I'll give them a honk. There's always been this kind of thing, aren't there? Like, I'm against animal cruelty massively. I love animals. In fact, I prefer animals over humans, if I'm honest. But I can't. I enjoy eating them. That's the thing. I really enjoy eating them, and I know if I had to kill my own meat, if I had to shoot and kill and slaughter my own, I wouldn't eat meat. I couldn't do it. But yeah, anyway, this isn't a vegetarian channel, is it? This is a motorbike channel. So the fact that I went off course talking about vegetarian stuff, have a bit of this. There you go. That should blast away the non-motorbike talk, right? Oh dear, has there been a fender bender? Fuming. You see, that could quite easily just happen on a motorbike though, and you're not just going to get a folded bumper, are you? You're going to be on the floor. That's what's scary. It only takes a little shunt, doesn't it, from the back? Hey, that's what I was going to say. There's a reason I turned the camera on actually. Just as I turned it on, I saw that crash. Well, the outcome of it. I was thinking it'd be a great idea. Now I need to get in touch with Steve at Bike Talk and see if I can come along for a lesson. Right? I know you're thinking, what do you mean? You've done your test, Rick. You don't need to take any more lessons. I know that. But I wanted to see, just after 6 months, 7 months, something like that, just how much I might have forgotten. Now I've been quite good with my observations and things like that, but it'd just be really interesting to see how quickly you can forget your safety checks, etc., and forget certain things. I thought that'd be a great video if every 6 months I kind of went for one lesson to kind of brush back up on where I was when I passed my test. I thought that could only be beneficial, and it'd be interesting, like I say, see if there's anything I've forgotten about. So yeah, let me know what you think to that video. I want to know if I'd have passed or failed my test again, basically. So I want to go on this lesson, and if Steve lets me do it, I'd like him to say, no Rick, you'd have failed there mate. And it's like flipping heck, imagine that. So yeah, let me know what you guys think, if you think that would be interesting. I think it would. I think it'd be really cool. Alright, how do you mate, alright? Hey, you made it? Yeah. Sweet. You right, I'm love?
I've only got some more though.
Oh, have you? Yeah.
Beautiful bike, man.
Oh, bless you. How you doing? Alright?
Alright, my friend.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah,
Thank you. I'm not bad for an old girlish.
Brand new.
That sounds nice. That sounds nice. Way. This is it. Lovely stuff. Let's go and get a cup of tea. I'm going to stay at the back so you can all have a view of the bikes. There's no point me being at the front or in the middle because you're only going to see no bikes or a few bikes. If I stay at the back, look. Whoa! This is amazing. This is the reason I passed my test and got on 2 wheels, because going out with your friends. I've never been one for going out drinking, ever. But going out with your mates on a bike is my thing. It's just incredible. Don't do it, Mark. Don't do it. Don't do it, don't do it. No. Oh, he's pulling in. Sweet. Oh yeah, look at that. That's a non-sports bike I think I'd ride. Absolutely. Sounds gorgeous. Is that bike talk? That ain't Steve! That's only Steve! Go on! Hard at work as usual. Hello mate, I was talking about you earlier. Oh, that was cool. Oh, small world. Small Nottingham. Anyway. Look at this. How cool is this? Look how many bikes are here. Obviously not all together because we have to be in a group of 6. These are some other people. But bloody hell, look, and check this out, right? I've got a mug of tea, a cornflake tart, and an egg and bacon cob, and it was only like £3.50 or something. But I'm gonna eat my stuff, drink my brew, and I'm going to take you around these amazing... Look at this trike, look at them. Yeah, I'm going to have my food and drink, and then I'll walk you around all these, show you these lovely little bikes. And big bikes. This one though, this is the best. I'm just joking. Right, so this is where the dilemma came in. As soon as I sat on that bike, it was like a revelation. I just understood why people can travel the world on these bikes. And I was jealous. I was very jealous, to be fair, of just the level of comfort these guys get. I get so much enjoyment from the CBR, but there is a discomfort issue. And like I say, I'm a big lad. I am a big lad, and this bike just seemed to fit me like a glove. I don't think I can afford that bike, but yeah, this is the moment my eyes open to a cruiser, I'm sorry to say. So it looks like I'm cruiser shopping soon.
I already had the train in the back of the
Oh, that's what I wanted to tell you guys, actually. So, I've been put on a waiting list to do my category C1 driving license now. A C1 allows me to drive certain vans, lorries up to a certain weight. I can't remember the exact specifics, but reason being is I want to become an ambulance driver. Now, I've been put on, like I say, a waiting list. I've been put on a waiting list. What's happened here? I'm not sure. But we're ready to go. Bless you. Yeah, I've been put on a waiting list because of COVID. It's took everyone's test dates back, but as soon as a test date, well, course date, I have to go on a course. Sorry, it's like a DAS basically, but for your C1. It's £1,000, so I've got some saving to do. As it stands, I've got 250 quid saved up, and the sooner I can get to that £1,000, the better. And I can become an ambulance driver, which is something I would absolutely, I've wanted to do it for a very long time. I've worked in a care home, I've thoroughly enjoyed that, but I didn't really like being stuck inside all day. The care side of things was amazing, but it was just the being trapped in a building that wasn't very amazing. And I love delivering parcels, like the freedom of being on the road, but unfortunately it was just missing a little something that I needed. So I'm thinking, oh, an ambulance driver. The more I looked into it, the more I thought about it, the more I figured out, well, I think I might have found my career path, to be fair. And it really excites me to be going down that route. And it's probably something I'd like to bring you all along with me as well. Not crazy like I did with the bike. This channel is all about bikes, like I've said, but consider you all my friends as well, and it's been nice to keep you in the loop of what's going on that side of things. But yeah, as it stands for now, I'm just going to be hard saving and try and look after people, try and sort out some poorly people, and then ride my bike when I'm not working. Spot on, right? I had a sit on his Harley. I had a sit on that that 1500 thing. I keep forgetting the name of it. Oh, I'm so sorry, Martin. I'm trying to learn so much about bikes, and in the past 6 months I've just been flooded with all makes, models, engine sizes and power and what is it? I really can't remember. That big cruiser anyway. Yeah, that big cruiser anyway. God, it's so comfortable. Both of them in comparison to this. Oh my, it's just crazy. Like you can see how you could spend hours, and I'm talking not even, in fact, days. You could spend days cruising on one of them. After, I mean, I might be getting just to that age now where a sports bike isn't the most appropriate like seating position for me, but after an hour I need, if that, maybe less sometimes, I need to straighten up. I need to pull over, straighten up, readjust. No question about it. I'd just like to take this opportunity to say, right, how nice it is to be part of a group that are so into bikes, and yeah, all the way to this calf and all the way back, not one person stupid, not one person going above the limit, not one person making stupid manoeuvres. This is my kind of group. This is my kind of chilling, my kind of riding. It's absolutely spot on. Boy! Hi everyone. So I think last time I saw you it was about, I don't know, 2ish, 3ish, something like that. Yeah, well it's now like 7:30, something to 8. What happened was we went to the Mick and Anne, the people that run the club. We went to their house. There was only 6 of us, but he's turned his front room into a bar. Done a very good job of it. He's got a karaoke machine set up, and we was just singing and eating and drinking, non-alcohol of course, but boy, it just turned into one hell of a brilliant evening, and like I say, time just disappeared, and it's time to go home. But are you going that way as well? Yeah. Yeah, and just as I was about to leave, Mark and Brian are leaving as well. But what a wonderful day! Oh, the sun's setting. I'll get home just before it gets too dark. This is lovely weather at the minute. I've had such a good day, and such a nice evening as well. It's been a while since I've had a good night like that. You know, when it's spontaneous and you don't plan to have, you just don't expect that to happen. It was just fantastic. Been great. Oh, but now it's time to get home, have a shower, chill out, wind down. My anxiety got quite bad. I think it's because it's been a while since I've been to anything kind of like that gathering. But I'm good. I had a wicked time. I sang a few songs on karaoke. Had a good laugh. It's been great. It's been great. And you know what? All I was thinking all the time I was there was, all day I've met these lovely people and I'm having this lovely day because I ride a motorbike, because I decided to start riding a motorbike. And I just can't quite believe it. Just can't quite believe it. Oh yeah, it's been a fantastic day. You wait there. Been a fantastic day, and I get to go out with my friend tomorrow, Chris. I'm looking forward to that. That'll be a nice chilled out ride. Yeah, all this because I've just decided to ride a bike. The people I've met, the friends I've made, and what excites me is what more is going to come, what more memories are coming, and what other people I'm going to meet. This has been the best thing I have ever decided to do. I just feel really, really just happy and content. And you know what? I got all this like amazing feelings. I got all these great feelings and these endorphins released, and this excitement and gratitude. And bear in mind, I've not broke the speed limit today. This is what I mean. There's more to motorbikes than just seeing how flipping fast they go. But don't get me wrong, that is a small part of what feels great. It does feel great. I'm not going to lie when you were, you know, of course it does. But that should be at the bottom in my book. This is me now. That should be at the bottom of what's important when riding a bike. You know, ride sensibly today, and you can ride again tomorrow. Alright, we'll try this again. I'm just flipping recorded like 5 minutes. Well, talking to myself for 5 minutes. So, try and do this again, shall we? So, this might come as a bit of a shock to quite a few of you, right? But it's not a shock to me, because I've been thinking about this for a little while, but I've always buried the thought deep within my brain and tried to forget about it. But I'm thinking of selling it. I'm selling the CBR. I'm not thinking about it. I'm selling the CBR. And I know that seems crazy after all the work I've put into it, especially recently. I've spent 500 odd quid on just the power commander and the remap, etc., and the exhaust, and it's like done all this work, put all this money into it, like I did the LXR, just to out the blue sell it. I'll take you right back when this first started. This feeling was, I got the bike and a few weeks, I'd say, into ownership. No, I'd probably say a couple of months into ownership. I took it for a ride. I got cramp. I pulled over. I stood up straight. Had to get back. Then I got back on the bike and it was all right. And I thought, oh, that was a bit weird. I wonder if it's because I've not been to the gym for a while, or the trousers are too tight. Anyway, it happened a few times, and if you remember through my videos, you'll hear me mention I've got cramp, or I've got a stretch, or my hip. It's always the hips, right? Getting old. And yeah, I put it down to these trousers, these specific trousers, because every time I wore them, I got cramp. And when I wore jeans, I didn't get cramp. So I put it down to these trousers. Anyway, it was something I thought, oh, you'll just have to live with it, Rick. Don't even worry about it. Just, it's worth it for the bike, because it is gorgeous, right? What's a bit of cramp? However, today, I had to get off the bike again, and this time I was really annoyed. I was a bit wound up today. I had to pull over. I had no choice. On the busiest roads, there was nowhere safe for me to pull over. There was no safe place for me to pull over, but I had to pull over, so you can figure what that was like, right? Double yellows on both sides of the lane of the road. Very busy road. It was a 40 road, quite tight to be fair for a 40 road. Extremely busy. And I had to pull over to a point where cars had to wait behind me. Cars had to wait behind me until there was a gap on the other side of the road to get round, because the pain was that bad. The pain was tears down my face, panic. It was panic pain, basically. And I got back on the bike after about at least 5 minutes. It took me 5 minutes to work that cramp out. And for the rest of my ride, I was just a bit deflated and down. Because it was kind of then I realised I'm going to have to sell it, because it's just, no matter how much I try and deny the fact that I can live with it, it just flipping hurts, right? And then what doesn't help as well is I went on a bike ride, went on a ride out, didn't I? And I sat on this, I don't know if you would have seen the footage now, before now I'm talking about this, or if I'm going to put the footage in after. However, I went for a ride out with the biker club that I go to, went to a cafe, sat on a few bikes, sat on a cruiser, 2 cruisers, sat on a Harley, and I sat on a Kawasaki, oh god, I can't remember what model it is, but it was a big 1500 thing. And you know what? I could have sat in that position for 24 hours straight. And I don't want to get another sports bike, because to me, that CBR is the most beautiful sports bike ever made. That is my dream sports bike. So if I bought anything, I'd only ever be looking at it, comparing it to that. And the seating position would have to be different, because it wouldn't be a super sport. It can't be. I'm mortified. I am actually mortified. But the way it stands is, I'm selling the CBR. I'm buying a cruiser. So it's a bit of a bummer, but also exciting, because it's going to be fresh content for the channel, fresh content for my life. If I don't like the cruiser, well then I'll sell that and look into something else. but for now, I mean, I'm not sure if it's going to be 100% a cruiser. I might find something else that fits me well. I'm not really into the semi-naked upright things, because I always find them, and I don't take this as in any kind of you know, I don't mean any disrespect, or I don't mean to insult anyone who does have an upright bike like that, but I always look at them and think they aren't a sports bike. You know, I find them I always think, why would you get something that looks like that when you could get a sports bike? And maybe it's for the reasons you know, it's comfortable. But no, I don't particularly like the styling of them. That's what I should say. I do like the styling of a cruiser. I do like the styling of a sports bike. Sports bike is absolutely killing me. So cruiser shopping. So I thought I'd just mention it on the channel before I put anything up for sale. Legit, I probably won't put it up for another week anyway, because I want to get a good write-up of it and whatnot. And the MOT is due in, I think, July. So I might even wait until June, because you can get an MOT done a month before it's due, right? So I might wait until June and put a fresh 12 months MOT on it. But yeah, it's one of them. It's a new chapter. You could dwell on it, like I've said before. It's easy to dwell on things. I'm gutted that I can't afford both, but you never know. I want to become an ambulance driver. I'm not sure if I've mentioned that already or not, but if I can get the money I want for the CBR, I could buy a £3,000 cruiser. Looking at the Kawasaki VNs, about £3.5 grand, and the change I'd have left, I could pay for my course. You know, them CBRs, I've had a quick look on eBay. Around my mileage for the same year, they're going for about £4.5 grand, and that's just completely as they are. No power commander, no this, that, and the other. Just £4.5 grand, because the good bikes. Plus, it's the 07, which makes it more valuable. But I don't think I'd be asking too much at 4.5. It was up for £4,200 when I bought it. That was with 15,000 miles on. I've chucked well over £1 grand at it. Easy, well over £1 grand at it. Made it a lot better. Done all the servicing. Done all the valve checks. So I think 4.5 would be a good price, right? Let me know what you think. If 4.5 is a good price, or if you think I'm being a bit optimistic, or a bit well, should ask more. But yeah, it's going to be a sad time saying goodbye to it. That was my first proper bike, wasn't it? Hey? But you will get to come along with me on the journey for more bike shopping. And this time I can ride my new bike back. You know, when I buy it, I can ride it back. I haven't got to wait for transport, so you can come with me to look at some bikes. You can come along with me riding it back and all that good stuff. And I'm sure it'll be brilliant. I'm sure you know what? I'm a positive guy, and I'm pretty sure no matter what happens, from now on, it will be great, okay? More great content, more new modifications, more new paintwork, this, that, yeah. As usual, thank you so much for everybody who's watched the video, liked and subscribed and all that good stuff. Just want to say a special thanks to my patrons who, for some reason, still want to give me money. I mean, you don't have to, you know, you can not give me money, but I'm grateful nonetheless, and it all does go back into the channel. Yeah, quite a sad one really, because the CBR will eventually go. But like I've said in the video, onwards and upwards, new things, you know, change can be good, right? So let's think positive, and I'll catch you in the next one. Big love.